thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome to our weekend show. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. And here we are again, doing another video under extremely sudden and ridiculously unfortunate circumstances. As many of you are aware of by now, acclaimed Food Network chef Anne Burrell suddenly passed away at the age of 55 this past June 17th. New York authorities are investigating her death as a possible overdose. One can only find themselves dumbfounded as to why a person with such promise, such talent, such youth, especially for someone in her mid-50s, and quite literally, such spice and with such an appetite for life can go down the way Anne did, and with far too much frequency. But hey, that's just how life is sometimes. To millions, Anne Burrell was definitely Guy Fieri's spiritual sister. And not just because of her hairstyle. Plus, her recipes are a bit more upscale than Guy's. From her early days as one of Mario Batali's sous chefs on Iron Chef America, to helming her own Emmy-nominated Food Network series Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, to being a contributor for The Best Thing I Ever Ate and co-hosting Worst Cooks in America with Tyler Florence, Anne Burrell certainly developed quite a delicious body of work that millions upon millions gratefully devoured over the years. The only way I know how to pay tribute to Anne Burrell is to review the second of her two cookbooks that she authored in her lifetime. The first one being Cook Like a Rock Star, which I'll link downstairs. This one is called Own Your Kitchen, Recipes to Inspire and Empower, a Clarkson Potter publication co-authored by Suzanne Lenzer with photographs by Quentin Bacon. This was purchased sans dust jacket, sans proper cover, for 25% off $5.99 from Wednesday Blue Thrift Store in Patterson. She says that the 100 recipes featured in here are centered around a dozen essential techniques for the budding home cook. But really you're learning 4 or 5 up front, such as mise en place, getting all your ingredients prepped ahead of time before you put any recipe together. You'll learn about mise en place and 9 other essential techniques to learn to own your kitchen in this section here. 10 ways to own your kitchen. Plus, in photographic step-by-step instructions, you'll learn how to spatchcock a chicken and roll the perfect omelet. Here are a couple amusing ways to own your kitchen. Accept the fact that Salt and Pepper are not married, they're only dating. This is Anne Burrell's signature, admitted girl chef humor coming into play here. Salt and Pepper do not serve the same function, so they don't need to be used together. I presume used together in the same amounts. It's really up to you as the budding home cook to adjust. Which recipe needs a little extra salt, a little extra pepper, or a little less of one or the other, or both? They don't have to be adjusted with the same amounts at the same time for every recipe. And tip number 7, spices are sexy. Amen to that. So, let's get to the meat and potatoes and beyond of this special requiem for a delicious life. We have bacon-wrapped dates with chorizo and manchego. This will serve a dozen and take you about 20 minutes to do. It's definitely a date if you have a bacon lover in your life. And it's also a must if you're not making Porky Pig more proud of your diet or scaring him to death as often as you should. And that's not all, folks! Oh, we're just getting started. This is rack of lamb with harissa, and according to Anne, harissa, a North African chili sauce, is like putting makeup on a beautiful woman when you apply it to this rack of lamb here. This is one chef who knows how to make love to their food. This will serve 6 or 4 very hungry people, and will take you 1.5 hours to do. Another key indication that Anne Burrell's girl chef humor is at play and may need a little more refinement. Annie had a little lamb chop. Yeah, easy pun, easy go. Hey, my puns are more bad than Anne's. But at least they're all in good taste. Here we have follow granola. This is Anne being resourceful, and imaginatively so, when it comes to swapping out follow for the usual oatmeal for granola. This serves 4 to 6 and it'll take you 3 hours, mostly unattended. Follow granola with the usual sweet and savory fixins for a nice brunch or a nice breakfast. Far out, as the old 70s saying goes. Here we have Taleggio grilled cheese with bacon and Honeycrisp apples. This serves 4 and will take you 40 minutes to do. 40 minutes for a grilled cheese sandwich? Kind of absurd, but as Anne says at the beginning of this particular section, she's like Joey from Friends, which makes this even more difficult for me to do in light of her passing. If only she knew how much I adored Friends, and how much I'm a little like Joey, at least in regards to food. This is definitely food worth sharing with someone. Stinky, cheesy, heart-tugging delightfulness under these circumstances. And because she compares herself to Joey from Friends in this regard, it's only fitting to highlight her leftover Thanksgiving dinner sandwich, which serves 4 people and will take you 15 minutes to do. Leftovers are the new delicious. It's even to call this a moist maker. Oh my, would David Schwimmer be proud? And Courtney Cox, for that matter, my great love. This is mashed rutabaga with bacon, or rutabaga, depending on who you talk to. Anytime you add bacon to a recipe, within reason, it's generally fail-safe in getting rave reviews. This serves 4 and will take you, 1.5 hours to do. It's one of the healthiest substitution for mashed potatoes, that is if you disregard the bacon. And as Anne says, it's one hot rutabaga. And finally, for dessert, we have cappuccino panna cotta with chocolate sauce. This has got to be the sexiest looking dessert in this particular section on desserts. Then again, the name might get you. Cappuccino panna cotta with chocolate sauce. Woo! Is it fancy? And is it ever sexy? This Girl Chef glossary should put it all in perspective for the novices out there who aren't acclimated to Anne's work. And hopefully, you will be soon. I would draw your attention to crud, the delicious brown bits on the bottom of the pan that help develop deep, rich, meaty flavors. What many professionals call fond, she calls crud. Girl Chef Anne Burrell. A girl chef whose name belongs in the history books. 4.5 out of 5 claps. Own your kitchen. And might I suggest you do so immediately in the company of good family and friends, and savor every last morsel of life you can, because you never know when the next bite you take will be your last. So that's it. My thoughts are with her husband, Stuart Claxton, her Fruitable comrades, and the millions of fans all over the world who tip their toques in mourning. Hail and farewell, Anne Burrell. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.